Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tania, and if you're stopping by for the first time, welcome. I do hope you'll consider subscribing, and if you're not stopping by for the first time, then as always, I thank you. So my little channel, and it is little, is getting more little, but that's okay. It's not a problem. I'm hoping now that I get just a new second wind, so to speak, because I sort of dipped last year and the year before in terms of uploading and trying to actually re-engage with you. Work was incredibly busy. I had a particular role that I had to fulfill multiple demands within, and it was just eating into my time. And I'm actually starting at a new school this year. I'll be moving over to an exclusive. I like to call it exclusive. Sorry, I can't help but brag a little bit. Sorry, just let me have my flex moment. Yes, I'm moving over to a grammar girls' school, or girls' grammar school rather, and I'm very excited about that. It'll be an entirely different, if I can say it, describe it this way, entirely different academic ethic in place there, and that's something that I'm really willing to embrace and take on and so on. Anyway, enough of all that. What I have with me here today, while I reach over and get the box, is a good old-fashioned traditional unboxing, and we all love us an unboxing, don't we? So anyway, there's a story behind this particular bag. This bag is my last bag purchase of 2023, and I actually made this purchase around Black Friday last year during the Black Friday sales, and you will have seen potentially obviously that this purchase was made at David Jones, and David Jones here in Australia is probably our more exclusive, or one of them perhaps, department stores. Anyway, so I made this purchase because you may remember that last year I bought a bag from Matches Fashion. It was the APC brand, and there was a problem. There was a flaw with the bag. Anyway, there was quite a rigmarole that went on with that bag, and maybe I might tell you the story in a Get Ready With Me video. If you're interested in that, let me know if you're interested in that. I used to do them in the past, but haven't done one in quite some time. So let me know if you're interested. And I consequently returned it. But this is a color that has been lacking in my handbag collection. So I've guest bagged enough. Let me get on with the unboxing. Well, really it's a reveal because I've already unboxed it. And I look forward to hearing what you have to say about this particular purchase. So this came packaged like this. But the reason for that is because the bag was put into a David Jones box. I was wondering if I would receive the box of this particular brand, but I didn't. So it came in a David Jones box, and it had all that brown paper filler around it to protect the box. The box itself is like one of those, magnetic boxes from certain brands. It was a little bit ripped when I received it, but anyway, and inside this lovely white David Jones box is a lovely dust bag. Some of you may be able to already see here the name. I picked up for myself a Chloe bag. Now this is not the C by Chloe. There is one C by Chloe bag that I do have, which I unboxed, I don't know, a couple years ago now. But this is my actual Chloe. Now in terms of Chloe, I've wanted a Chloe bag for quite some time, but the ones I like are either too expensive or, too expensive and too small. And anyway, moving on. The bag I purchased for myself is the, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Let me check the name, then I'll show you. Okay, so the name of the bag is the Marcy Shoulder Bag. That's right. I'd forgotten the name of the bag. Do you know, I've sort of lost a bit of interest in all of the luxe life, so to speak. And I can't remember names of bags anymore. But anyway, this is called the Marcy Shoulder Bag. It is 25 centimeter, 25... forget the 25. So I will show you here quickly. The Marcy shoulder bag looks like, gosh, I've really lost my mojo, haven't I? The Marcy shoulder bag looks like this with the strap attached. Oh my God, what a terrible reveal, handbag reveal. But anyway, it's interesting, right? I did expect that this bag would have been or was a little bit more structured than it is, but I'm finding that as much as I love a structured bag, I'm actually liking the idea of a soft bag that molds to my body, probably because I've put on a significant amount of weight, so I don't want anything too fixed hanging out the side because I don't need to add extra width. But anyway, having said that, this is the Chloe Marcy, and this is the signature design of the Marcy, along with this curved design feature, which actually happens to be cute little pocket in there. But anyway, we'll get to that. It is not a crossbody. There's no chance that this strap could go crossbody. I currently have it sitting on the longest setting. There are 5 adjustment holes in this particular strap, and this is very much a shoulder bag. Let's go back up here because it doesn't look so good down there. I will have some photos alongside me here showing you what the bag looks like, some mod shots. It's a beautiful soft leather. From memory, it's a cowhide. These are the details if you're interested, so you can pause the video and check. And the color is tan. It says 25M. I think that means 25 centimeters across. It has a top zipper. I don't love the zip at the top because, as you can see, the zipper doesn't close or end anywhere. It is one of those zipper styles that if you pull it all the way across, it will completely come out. So then you actually have a wide opening. Obviously, I'll take out all the stuffing. And inside the bag is just one opening like that. It's got a suede finish, but as you can see at the base there, it's just been stitched in. There's no actual sort of covering over the bag. It's not like it has another layer, but I guess that if they did that, you would just lose a little bit of that extra holding space at the bottom. It's a very soft bag. Very, very soft. I know that I would like to put an insert into this bag to help it retain some shape and so on. The only thing is that given the nature of these seams inside the bag, I'm not sure how an insert will fit, but I'm sure we can make something happen. Or possibly with use, maybe they will flatten and sort of like fold down a little bit. I'm not sure. Under one flap here is just the pocket from under this flap, and under this second flap here like this, which is the zipper flap really, there is a slip pocket under there, and in it there is just the Chloe little envelope with, you know, authenticity card, and obviously they should have stamped where this came from and so on, but that hasn't been done, so that's that. But this was purchased from David Jones, and I will go through price with you. So that's the bag itself, and while it's empty, as you can see, it looks quite floppy, but it's a nice sort of malleable, soft fitting bag that would mold to the body and just feel comfortable. I want this to be my no-brainer bag, basically. And the zipper function, and here this is the zipper pull, so it's quite a nice significant zipper pull. As you can see, it's got Chloe inscribed in there. It's got a nice design. This is the type of zipper where you need to fit the other end in and then close it. The way it looks when it is closed is like that. So there are openings either side. I'm not crazy about that, but I can live with that. Simply because I actually like the way this feels. It's a lovely leather. Now the bulk of the body of the bag is a grain, full grain leather. Then the front here is more of a smooth leather. And as you can see, Chloe is debossed there in that. And the way to keep this closed is this lower flap, which has like a little rod, a metal rod, pulls through, and and that's, oh my gosh, I really lost my mojo. And that is what helps to hold the flap down. To open it, you just would release the lower long strip. And then under here, there is just a secret pocket, a secret compartment. It's not enough to put a phone in it, and currently I'm using my phone. I have a Samsung S22 Plus. That will not fit, but maybe if you want to put a parking ticket, or maybe you might want to put, I don't know, a secret letter like Chanel did, I don't know, whatever you want, special receipt maybe so that you always remember it's there and all that sort of thing. That would be a good spot for it. I don't see myself putting anything in there, but I could. And the inside is all leather. It's not like it's another sort of fabric or anything. Well, it's leather as much as I can feel like it's leather. I'm not like the guy on Instagram who can tell me exactly what it is. Under this flap is more of this smooth leather, and then we have this sort of stitched design there in the middle, and then the front is very much the traditional, typical Marcy stitching design. I was showing this to my friend. Did I show you the bag, Krista? Anyway, I was talking about how this reminds me of that Jewish, I don't know what it's called, that Jewish, candle that holds the 6 or 7 candles. That's what I think of when I look at this design. Hardware is gold, like I said. It's got the dog leash clasps, and they're quite chunky. They're quite substantial. And on each one there we have Chloe inscribed on that. And I mean, if you wanted to, and you wanted to do sort of like that strap-free clutch, you might have watched Nails Addiction's video about that. You could do that. You could remove the strap totally and just use it as an oversized clutch under your arm. If you don't have fat arms like me, it might look better. And that's it. Now, this strap can be shortened. So if you want it as a really short shoulder bag, you can do that. I have it on the longer setting because I'm not that small. But anyway, now in terms of cost, I paid $1,000 for that bag, which is a super duper deal. Now, I did purchase it from David Jones with the Black Friday sales. However, having said that, the price here in Australia, full retail price for that bag is $2,820, and it had been reduced. I don't know what it was reduced to. I probably should go back and see if I can find it online, but it was reduced to I don't know. I can't remember what it was reduced to. But anyway, then they had the Black Friday sale, which I think was like something like 20% off. And then I had a voucher for $380, which I had earned through work the previous year, because as a teacher, sometimes we're asked to take on pre-service teachers or student teachers, and we're their mentor for their designated amount of time while they learn how to teach, and we supervise and mentor them as they're in our class teaching our students. We're there to guide them. And so the university pays the school, and the school gives us, obviously, some remuneration for that. So I had a voucher for $380. I combined the discount, the $380. I didn't use Shopback, because when you use a voucher, Shopback does not take into consideration that Shopback amount, which is one of those, cashback apps or websites. So I didn't use that. Would have been great if I could have. So in the end, long story short, I ended up purchasing this bag for just over $1,000. I think it was like $1,030 or something like that. So I thought to myself, for $1,000, given that this bag had been $2,820, I thought that was a decent price, and it's a great size. It will become, because of the sturdy nature of this leather, it will become a good sort of handbag that wears well with time and sort of like starts to develop that sort of worn patina, a bag that you've had and used for a long time. I quite love that look, which is why sometimes I tend to think a lot about vintage bags. So all in all, that's the bag that was my last purchase of 2023. And in terms of everything that I purchased in 2023, really, there were only 2 bags that I purchased and kept. There were a couple of others in between, but I returned because they just didn't work out for me. In the end, for the most part, I only made 2 significant purchases in 2023. One of them is this one here, which was the very last one I made. And the one prior to that was the Coach, what's this called? Willow Tote, which I've subsequently used. I've used it, I think, once or twice for work-related reasons. And it's actually a tad smaller than I expected it would be. But anyway, it's still a beautiful bag for work purposes if you don't carry a lot. So that's my newest bag. I should have had some mod shots up somewhere along the line during this video. Let me know what you think of this bag, and I look forward as always to reading your comments. So thank you to everybody for still being with me, with my channel, still supporting me. I appreciate that very much. I can't tell you how much that means to me. I really am hoping to get back into this like I used to. If you have any particular suggestions or requests that you would like to see from me, by all means, please put them in the comments below, and I will certainly make note of that. I know some people on Instagram have mentioned how they enjoy my shopping vlogs that I do sometimes and I post on my stories, and perhaps that's something that I could do and then upload and put here on YouTube. Let me know if you're interested in that. I've got ideas circulating in my head of videos that I've sort of always been sitting on for quite some time. It just means that I need to sit down, plan them, and get them out to you. And I look forward to reading your comments about this bag. Do you have this bag? How do you feel about this bag? I will do a follow-up video about what fits, how I feel about it, what my thoughts are. At this stage, it is very much just the first impressions. Even though I've had it since October last year or November, whenever it was, I haven't actually used it. But I'm looking to see what it's going to be like once I do actually use it for a little while. So I think I've rambled on enough. Take care, everybody. God bless. And I'll see you next time. Ciao. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Tania. And if you haven't been around for a while, no. And if you're new to my channel, no, all of that, cut it out. Start again altogether. Hey everybody. Shit. How do I start? Okay. This is a Chloe, said all that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Seriously? This is a